Hello there. This video I'm going to show you how you can use Voronoi patterns to make this bracelet in just a couple of minutes using Fluid Designer for 3D printing. So it's patterns Voronoi that I'm going to use, and I'm going to actually use this Inkscape Voronoi pattern 002. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to create a bracelet. So if I go to the bracelets folder and just drag and drop the default basic bracelet item there, and you can see that the inner diameter of this is 65 millimeters. I could choose other diameters, but I'll stick to 65 millimeters. Now what I want to do is to remove the bevel object, remove the thickness from that one, because I'm not going to use that. And I need to now append, and I just go through the menu system until I get to the groups folder, and I want to append a Voronoi pattern, and it's Voronoi pattern 002, and it's the object that I want to append. So that's the Voronoi pattern that I'm going to use. And first of all I need to rotate this about the x-axis 90 degrees so that it's at right angles to my 65 degree object there, which is what I'm going to wrap it around. And then I just go to modifiers and go to curve modifier, and I just look for my default bracelet object here. There are other sizes that I could use, but I'm using the default inner diameter. So it's that object there, the default inner diameter of 65 millimeters, that I'm going to wrap it around. And as you can see, it's a little bit too short at the moment. So if I just go to view and front, and if I just go to edit mode and press A on the keyboard to highlight all the control points, and I want to stretch it out in the X direction. So I do S to scale and X to limit my scaling to the X direction. And if I just drag that out now and then press the tab key, you can see I've scaled it a little bit too far. Now I need to do Control A and apply that scale. Whenever you scale in Fluid Designer, you must always do that. So I want to scale it in a bit. So view and front. So I want S for scale, X, and I just want to bring it inwards a little bit now. And then press the tab key, and always remember to do Control A and apply the scale. And there it is. I've wrapped it around that 65 millimeter object now, and because this is a parametric smart object, if I actually wanted to change the thickness of this, I can just go to bevel object here, and I could change it to let's say 2 millimeters by 2, so you can see that that thickens it up. Or I could go to 1 millimeter by 3. So you can change it afterwards to any size you want. Now if I go 1 by 10, it's going to look really strange. So I probably want just something like 2 by 2 or 2 by 4 perhaps. Yeah, no, 2 by 4, that's not the right one. I'll go to 2 by 2. Should have checked this before I did it. Yep. So that's essentially, because it's a parametric object, you can change the shape of it afterwards. Now the only thing to be concerned about is that the bracelet is wrapped around the middle of the curve at the moment. So that means that this inner diameter, if I just measure it, is slightly below 65 millimeters. If you really, so you can see it's 63 millimeters, so there's an extra 1 millimeter on either side missing. If you actually want to sort that out, you can always go in here and usually if you just move up this so that the bottom of it just touches the x-axis, you should find that it's on the inside now. So our inner diameter is now, well, let me just go to view and top view. Our inner diameter now, if we measure it, should be 65 millimeters. So if you want to be accurate about that, you just need to make that change at the end. If you wanted to slim this down, you could do that. You could go to view and front view, go to tab, and if we scale it in the Z direction, and remember to do Control A and apply the scale, we could have a thinner bracelet there as well. So that's essentially how you can create this sort of Voronoi bracelet in Fluid Designer for 3D printing using Voronoi patterns. I should also say that you do really need to zoom in on this and just double check that everywhere fits okay. Don't just try sending this straight to be 3D printed. You do need to just double check that everything okay there, nothing's pulled out. But that's it essentially. That's how easy it is to make your own Voronoi bracelet. Good luck.